Welcome to this video how you can send messages to Kafka with Flowable. In this video we will look at how you can configure Kafka, followed by how you can use Flowable to send messages to topics in Kafka. First of all, for the configuration, we need to go ahead and say that we would like to enable Kafka. When you use the out-of-the-box Flowable work images, you need to set application Kafka enable to true. When you have customizations, then you need to go ahead and add the Spring dependency for Kafka. Once you have done that, you also need to set where to find the Kafka service. Here, the server is broker and then the port number. For you, that might be different. Once you have configured it, you can go to Flowable Design and get started with modeling. I'm first going ahead and creating a new app, Kafka example. In this app, I am then going ahead and creating a new event. Now the event describes basically what we would like to send. So I'm going to call that order, since we are sending out an order. And we can now specify the payload in here. Let's say my order has an ID, which is from the type string. You have here some options which you configure, but don't need to configure. Then next, we have the customer ID. There I say that's something number-based, so let's go for long. You can also have booleans and JSON for more complex content. Now with the long, I'm good here. Then let's say we have a name, which is from type string as well. And we have a description string as well. And with that, we have a simple event, which we can send out in here. And we can, as a next step, go ahead and create a channel. Now the channel describes basically how we are sending out that event to our Kafka. So let's call that Kafka outbound channel. Obviously, there are better names out there as well, but let's just call it like that. We have configuration where we say it's either inbound or outbound. We would like to go for outbound now. Here we now specify our implementation, which is Kafka. There are other implementations as well, and you can also build your own. We would like to send to the topic orders, so that's good here. We have the advanced configuration here in case you would like to specify how the record key or the partition is provided. And then we have a really simple pipeline, which just tells us that we are sending out JSON. With that, we have our event and channel ready, and we can go ahead and use that inside a case or process. For this simple example, I'm going to use a process. So let's say create process, and that is my create order process. Inside that order process, I am going to start with a simple start form that we can capture that data. That's my order start form. And we say in here that we would like to have, first of all, our customer ID, which is a number. Then next, we would like to have our order name and the order description. Once we have that, we can go to our process and start here now with sending out the event. Therefore, you need to click on activities, and in here you have a send event task and then send and receive event task. The send and receive event task is the send event task combined with the receive event task, which allows you to listen basically on an event directly after you send out the previous event. Now I only would like to go ahead and send something, so let's go for the send event task. So send order, and after that we can also end our process. Now in here, let's specify an event, so that's our outbound event, and we need to do some payload mapping. ID, we just use the ID of our process instance, so self.id. Customer ID, we have the variable, Same for name, there we have the order name, and then we have the order description here as well, which is stored in a variable as well. With that, we applied here the mapping from our process variables to our event, and we can go ahead and define our channel. So we are saying we would like to send that with the Kafka outbound channel, and then we are ready to go. Let's save that and then publish that. And you now need to ensure in the next step that also somebody is listening for those events. Now, either you have another application or you go to the control center. In the control center, you can go to topics. And here I'm clicking on the orders topic, where I now say messages. And once somebody is producing those messages, we will see them popping up over here. So let's go to Flowable Work and say we would like to create a new message. So we have the customer ID 1, my first order. This is the first order, which we will send to Kafka. And let's submit that. And that process here is basically doing the send asynchronous. That's why it's not yet done. And when we go to the control center, we actually see here that we have the first message, which we have over here, and we receive that message in there. So when we actually just open that again, we see that it is now completed 23 seconds ago. We see that we executed here the send order task in there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.